What's good, y'all? I've got some sick buffs from my boy Kleavor. He's probably my favorite of the three. I do have videos for both Scyther and Scizor. I love all three of them. So I have videos covering those two that you can check out after this one on my channel. Don't click off the video yet because it'll mess up the watch time, but I'm going to flash Scyther on screen right now and Scizor so you can pause and give these changes a read so you can compare them in your own head. And of course, I will briefly compare them in this video and then the other videos too. But yeah, Kleavor's awesome. But before I get into explaining the thought process behind my ability choices and all the cool new move changes going on, I recommend that you pause the video and read the description. I've got a detailed Google Sheet link down below that you can check out when you're done with the video. And then I also have a bullet point list explaining the basics of the ROM hack that you can read before you continue in the video. You know, it would help you understand the concept of the ROM hack better. And I also have videos explaining that too if you're interested in watching those instead. It's up to you. But yeah, I have this move guide here that you can use to navigate all of the, just to help you better understand the way that the game plays, because the moves are the whole backbone of the game. So yeah, with all that being said, make sure you drop a like, comment, sub. I know it's annoying when people ask for that, but it's very helpful for me to, support and encourage my work and make more people see it. So yeah, Kleavor, very cool. Sharpness has tons of new options, and then I gave them two new abilities. So all three, Scyther, Scizor, and Kleavor have a speed boosting ability, either in speed boost with 125 base speed, unburden with 60, or weak armor with 85, all of which are incredibly fast after a boost. I mean, you don't need to do any, even the 60 base speed, you don't even need max speed EVs half the time to outspeed everything, let alone with sturdy agility or weak armor switching in. It's very easy to trigger weak armor in an in-game context. It's one of the best speed boosting abilities in the game outside of like unburden, because it's just so easy to trigger, because you know exactly what the AI is going to use and when it's going to use it. So you can switch it on a physical move, where you can do like endure, weakness policy, weak armor, and get +2 attack, +2 speed, or you can do sturdy, agility, weakness policy. You have all sorts of ways that you can abuse and set up speed with Kleavor. You could even do like tailwind stuff in theory, but yeah. You have Sharpness, which works really well with Choice Scarf, because 85 base speed is already very fast with Choice Scarf anyways. So you're not guaranteed a plus speed nature, so most of the time you're going to get a neutral 1, statistically speaking. And then you're only getting 20 speed IVs in all your eggs. So you're hitting 387 speed. This is level 100, of course, but I'm just doing it for comparison. So you're hitting 126, I believe. Yeah, 126 and below, you're outspeeding with Kleavor with the Choice Scarf. So that's very, very fast. And with Sharpness, you have 120 power Scissor, 135 base power Stone Axe, 120 power Jagged Edge, 120 power coverage moves like Laceration, Psycho Cut, and Leaf Blade, 135 base power Sacred Slash, 120 power Night Slash, and Cross Poison. So all types of strong moves that you can take advantage of. And First Impression is one of the coolest things that all three of them have going for them. Well, First Impression is actually a pretty common attack now, as it via TM, but it's only so many Pokemon that get a stab and an ability boost. Bug types that get Sharpness or Technician or Hustle or Brute Force or some other boosting ability that gives you a 50% boost. They become incredibly powerful. Low Kicks, for example, also has like Sharpness, First Impression, stuff like that. And all of the Scyther and Scizor guys get a 50% boost to First Impression as well. So that's all really fun and really strong. Also, this should be underlined. Just realized I just did the whole fucking Scyther video and it wasn't underlined. My bad. Maybe somebody will comment. I doubt it. Okay. Yeah, Kleavor. So before you get access to Stone Axe, you get Jagged Edge, and of course, Stone Axe and Jagged Edge, while strong, are not the strongest rock moves you have if you're using weak armor or sturdy. Sturdy is great not just to set up, but also to just like it's good in a ROM hack where you're supposed to play with item claws, which is also why it's good to have like weak armor and stuff, because Scarf isn't always going to be the best option because you might need it on somebody else. But yeah, it's very nice to have Sturdy because you only get one Focus Sash per boss fight, so getting a second Focus Sash for free is very good. And it's tanky, but it still, has a decent amount of weaknesses, and there's also just a lot of strong moves running around, so once in a while you'll definitely want to take advantage of that Sturdy just to get your Kleavor in safely if you need to. So it's always going to be a good ability, always. And it makes, of course it makes sense with the whole rock vibe going on. And then weak armor is kind of the same vibe. He's got like the rock armor, so I think it's cool. I was considering stuff like battle armor, but I don't want it to overlap with Scizor. I want Scizor to be the battle armor guy, so yeah. Tanky though, I mean 80, 110, 80 is very solid bulk. And Bug Rock, gets a lot of shit for being a crappy typing. It doesn't have that many resistances, if I'm being honest. It's very good offensively. It only resists like what, poison, normal, and that's it. Yeah, poison and normal. But I mean, you know, it could be worse. That's why you have sturdy anyways, right? But yeah, you have stuff like strength, which is rock type double edge, and rock wrecker at level 40, which is physical rock type Draco Meteor. So 140 power right there, right? You hit your 140 power rock wrecker. You can use that with weak armor and white herb. You can use that with weak armor and a jetpack. You can use that with a jetpack and sturdy. All types of fun ways you can take advantage of rock wrecker. Very, very fun move. And even just clicking it and then switching out is great, right? It's even stronger than Stone Axe with sharpness, and it's 10 levels earlier. And it's stronger than Jagged Edge by a good amount as well. So that's a cool move. And then Strength is the same power as Sharpness boosted Jagged Edge. However, something you have to keep in mind with Jagged Edge, X-Scissor, Laceration, Cycle Cut, Leaf Blade, Night Slash, and Cross Poison is that if you hold a Scope Lens, you get a guaranteed crit on those moves, which essentially means you are hitting for 180 power with Sharpness and 120 power without Sharpness. I would say the best way to abuse it is, I mean, if you're trying to one-shot something that's way slower than you, then sure, go for the Scope Lens with Sharpness, but most of the time I would say Sharpness, Scope Lens is best with weak armor because you get a speed boost and you can outspeed and not have to worry about not having an item slot, which you would otherwise use for like a Choice Scarf or a defensive item to live a hit better, something like that, right? So it's nice, it's cool. Weak armor plus like Jagged Edge, X-Scissor, you know, stuff like that is pretty good. Because for example, Scope Lens X-Scissor is stronger than Life Orb Lunge, I believe. Lunge is 90 power. Can I do math? 90 times 1.3. Should be stronger. I'm pretty sure my math is correct. Yep, 117, so it's slightly stronger. And then Rock Slide is stronger, though. I will say Life Orb Rock Slide is stronger. However, you don't take any recoil with Scope Lens, so that's pretty cool. Not that the recoil is a big deal, but yeah. At least in an in-game context, it's pretty easy to moderate the amount of damage you're taking at all times. Finishing Blow, incredibly powerful sweeping tool that all three of them get at level 65, which is the very end of the game. It's up to you if you want to allow it or not. It is pretty blatantly broken. It gives you +3 attack if you finish the opponent. I would personally ban it, but you know, it's cool and fun if you like sweeping and setting up. It's cool. Temper Flare is a cool little option I threw on there that the other two don't get because the Pokedex talks about how it's a violent creature that fells towering trees, and if one should chance upon this Pokemon in the wild, one's only recourse is to flee, you know, so he's just like fucking angry. I love Kleavor's design, man. They cooked. He's so fucking cool. I love the face and the spikes. He's so cool. I love the color scheme too. I really do love Kleavor. Would love to use one. But yeah, I don't know. There's not too much to talk about. Stone Axe setting up Stealth Rock is cool and all. It's not as ubiquitous as it is in competitive, where hazards are literally the entire game. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's useful, you know, it gives you free chip. Maybe you can use it to break a energy shield or focus sash or something, or multi-scale in the back. That's pretty cool, you know, it's nice if you want to like get a kill with Stone Axe and then this focus sash mon comes in, and then say that focus sash mon is also like in range for Stone Axe, now you get 2 kills in a row with Scarf. I don't know, kind of cool. Definitely has some cool implications, so can be fun to use, but definitely not like the whole reason you use the move anymore. The whole reason you use the move is because it's just a strong, reliable crit move. Exclusive literally only to Kleavor and Dreadnought. Dreadnought because it has the whole head shape that's shaped like an X. And also because Dreadnought's signature G-Max move used to set up Stealth Rock, so I think it's cool to have an homage to that. Yeah, not too much to talk about, man. I don't know, Brutal Blade, super strong with Sharpness, even stronger than Laceration, but it can't be used twice in a row, so you can't spam Scarf Brutal Blade. But, you know, you can click it once and it's a 180 power steel move. Any Terra type would go crazy on this guy. Oh, Sharpness Slash should be bolted. Oh, did I mess up on the others too? Hope not. Let's see if I messed that up on the others. No, I got it on the other two. Oh no, I messed it up on... No, because it's not boosted on Scissor, that's why. Okay, I see what I did there. Alright, but yeah, Slash, you know, if you got Terra Normal, Slash, double hit. Oh, oops. Guys, I messed up. I messed up a bunch here. This is how you know I did this at like 5 AM last night. This Pummel is not Sharpness boosted. I'm not going to re-record, man. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. No, none of these are Sharpness boosted. Those are Technician boosted, which is because I copied it from Scissor and I forgot to fucking correct that. So, that's my bad. This is correct. So, yeah, we can look at the screen and see what's actually Sharpness boosted, what actually isn't. But yeah, thanks for listening. I don't think there's too much else to really talk about, man. I don't know. Trailblaze is good with, you know, boosting your speed up, and you can switch moves with Trailblaze, but you can't with Choice Scarf, but that's what weak armor is for. But, you know, Trailblaze plus Sharpness could be kind of cool. I don't know. It's cool, man. Tons of cool, strong moves. Fun things to play around with. It's also got some decent utility. You know, it's got like U-Turn and Roost and Battle Cry and other stuff like that. You know, so you can use it once in a while for some utility stuff as well. Yeah. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Also, I didn't cover Creeping Strike being sharpness boosted, so yeah, you got Stab, Creeping Strike, which is sharpness boosted. You've also got Accelerock, so Creeping Strike is bug type Shadow Sneak, by the way. You know that if you're 10 minutes in, but yeah. Accelerock is cool. Not boosted by anything, but it's cool. Air Lace is also a priority move that is sharpness boosted, so it's actually as strong as Accelerock, but of course they have different typings and stuff, so yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all if you made it to the end. Drop a comment, drop a like, all that good stuff. It helps with the algorithm. And yeah, I'll be back for more coming up. There's some other small things I could touch on, like Solar Blade, Power Herb could be kind of a cool little gimmick thing, or even in the sun, you could maybe abuse it, because it is very strong. Especially if you got like Terra Grass, that would go fucking hard. If I got Terra Grass, dude, I'm forcing myself to use this thing on the sun. Obviously, Leaf Blade is also very strong, but yeah. Alright, thanks for listening, y'all. Peace.